Oh no! Okay, hey. Before the video starts, I actually forgot to do something. I said I was gonna do it, but then I forgot and I didn't do it. So, did this happen already? Yes, it did. So essentially what happened was I was gonna do some summons and then I lied and I didn't do them. So I'm gonna do them at the start of the video before the video begins, so you'll hear the intro after this. But let's take a look. What is the world got in store for Vortie? I'm just looking for bonus units. I don't expect to be able to get anything good. Oh? Will you break into a rainbow for me? Nope. And it's king. Alright, this is pretty good. I'm actually pretty happy about that. Got my first king. We got 2 more tickets to spend here. And hoping for another size. If we get another king, that would be superb. Yeah, it wouldn't be that bad. Are you kidding me? What is this? I haven't seen like blue to yellow in like years. Okay, Snow. Snow's good. His team is amazing, so I'm not worried about that. I'll farm out his team again. Wow, that was weird. I've actually, honestly, I haven't seen blue to yellow in a long time. And I saw 2 back to back. So this is gonna be blue for sure. Blue for sure. And we got Vivi. Alright, I'm not sad about Vivi or mad about Vivi. I'm gonna lock that bad boy up. He learns Doomsday later. Alright, boys and girls, so those are the summons. Enjoy the remainder of the video and stay cool. Enjoy. Hey everyone, welcome back. It is Vortie here, and what are we doing? We, as in me and you, I mean like us, because obviously it's not just me and you watching, it is lots of us, but we are going to be looking at the King MOG event for the new Final Fantasy Type 0 event that just came out like yesterday morning-ish, right after the patch this morning. Confusing myself here. Today is Friday, and today the event came out, so it's today's day. Right. Anyways, Vortie, you're a crazy sack of poo. So, essentially what's going on, it's the next King MOG event. We got 3 units, Rem, King, and Sice. Your job is to go out there and collect Phantoma. Blue Phantoma to be precise. And for the Blue Phantoma, the only new or different thing right now that I can completely like come out dive right on in. Like, dive on in. I can let you know, and you guys already have probably seen this because this video is going to come out Saturday. You guys have seen that the energy cost for the lead version is 25. It used to be like 15 or whatever. So a few things that are kind of a little bit different there. You are getting approximately 200 extra for 5 less energy than you would be using. So Elite used to be 15 before, if I remember correctly. You used to get a base around 200. Now you're paying 25 energy for the Elite version, but you're getting a base around of like 400 or 410. I've been getting between 410, 430, 400. So it's a mixed batch of how much you're getting like base, but the base is around 400. So you're technically getting some extra, but for 5 energy less. So you guys let me know what you think about that in the comment section below, but that's kind of what I've observed so far. And if you guys have done some heavy math, please let me know. I normally do the math on my own, but this weekend I'm extremely busy. I got my sister-in-law's wedding and stuff like that, so I'm trying to make videos in advance for you guys, so you guys will have something coming out over the weekend. But I will be, if any of you know, I'll be in Niagara Falls here in Canada on the Canadian side. I'll be in Niagara Falls for a wedding. I'll probably be there all weekend. I'll probably be there Saturday, Sunday, and probably come back home Sunday night or Monday morning. But anyways, that's kind of what's planned right now. So let's talk about the kahuna bahunas that you guys came here to talk about. So my opinion and my thoughts and thingamajiggies on the items from the King MOG event. So let's take a look. He says, I'd be happy to trade for your extra Blue Phantoma Kupo. Of course you would, you crazy sap. Alright, so if you guys have watched my overview unit, or not over, like event overview, you guys have seen me talk about the global, not global exclusive, but event unit exclusive items that are coming out, as well as the materia. So, Defender's Dagger is really good. So whether you do get Rem or not, you should pick this up anyways, because you will get 12 attack, 15% magic, and 35 spirit, which is a lot less actually than what they've been showing us before. So essentially, this item got a lot of bit gimped from the Japanese version. So I actually have on the other screen pulled up the the screen for what they used to have. So right now we're getting 12 attack, 15% magic increase, 35% spirit, or sorry, 35 spirit. Whereas I'm looking at the very weird. I'm looking at the thing here. It says attack 12, magic 68, spirit 35. It gives you 15% magic auto regen when equipped by Rem. Huh. Alright, so essentially what they did was you get a lot less spirit and the percentage of magic is up there, but you don't get any magic. That's really weird. That is very weird, man. That's very weird. That kind of threw me off. So the only exclusive part you get here for having this on Rem is that she will get auto regen, whereas before it used to be the 15% magic plus the auto regen. So actually, I don't know. I don't really know how I feel about this. This is kind of a dagger designed more for black mages rather than what it was before, where it could have been a mix match of tricks where it was like 68 magic for magic and then 35 for spirit. Either way, you're never going to use this for a healer, whichever way you look at it. This is more designed for a magic damage dealer. It's 15% magic, which is actually not that bad. Overall, for 10,000, I think this is a worthy item to pick up either way, which is really weird because it says 12, 68, 35 here, 15% here. I'm so confused. Okay, we'll stick with this. I'm crazy. I should have just taken a look at this in the first place. So attack 12, 68, 35. Overall, either way, whatever the hell is going on here, I'm going crazy. This item is good for 10. I'm about to die. The item is good to get, regardless whether you get Rem or not. That's kind of what I wanted to say. That whole shenanigan thing you just heard me talk about there for 2 minutes, what I wanted to say was Defender's Dagger is good. It's worth 10,000. Definitely pick it up, regardless whether you have Rem or not. The next item here is Lamia's Scythe. Another good item here that I think you should pick up. It's worth 3,000. It's a pretty good spear. You should definitely pick it up. Attack 51, and the bonus that you will get for this is Scythe is wearing this. She will get an additional 55% attack and will get resistance to poison by 80% when it's equipped by her. So it's really, really good. I like the dagger, or sorry, the polearm. It's good. It's worth 3,000 for sure. Now the questionable one here is going to be the Magnati. Magnati is a gun. It is designed for King. So essentially what Magnati does is it gives everyone 42 attack. But if King is wearing it, King will also get an additional attack and hit points plus 15%. It's okay in the meantime while you're trying to get your crap together or getting better weapons. But overall, it's honestly, it's only 1,000, so pick it up if you really want it. I'm probably going to avoid it because I don't really think I'm going to need it. The 42 attack, I really don't know yet. I don't know, man. I don't know. Alright, the next one here is Azure Helm from Materia. It's not bad. It's not too bad. As far as I'm looking at it, it's not bad. But I'm trying to think, like, as far as the usefulness from it. So like, okay, let me try and rephrase this. What I'm trying to say is that during King MOG events, you will get a variety of these next two ones, like Azure Helm and Azure Armor. These two here, you're going to get a variety of them, and they kind of flip-flop. Like, one will give you MP, like you can see here, 10% MP, 5% Spirit. The other one will give you MP by 5%, Spirit by 10%. And in different events, they do different things. Like, one will give you hit points by 5%, attack by 10%, they will switch it. Attack 5%, hit points 10%, or whatever the hell it is going to be. These are very common and they come around. So if you already have one of the varieties, double check to see what it is before you spend into it. Now, that being said, as far as the MP 10%, Spirit 5%, I don't think that one is really worth it, my opinion. The Azure Armor, which is MP plus 5%, Spirit plus 10%, I think this might be worth it because, again, using the event that's currently going on, the Division of Bahamut, Trial of Bahamut, Spirit is something that you're going to need anyways, right? And if you're going to be putting 10% Spirit on your units, might as well put one that gives you Spirit and MP. That's just the way I'm looking at it, right? MP shouldn't really be a problem. If you're struggling with MP, then you, like I've said before in my previous videos, you might want to recalculate how you're playing the game. Look for TMs or items that give you refresh, like King's TM will give you refresh. You can get Cupid Artemius, who gives you Saluna Ring, right? You can get that. You can get a Vestment of the Mind from Aiden if he's still around. I mean, right? Those are things that you might want to need. MP if you're running through it, then something is wrong, right? But anyways, that's just my 2 cents on that. Next one here is MP plus 15%. This is not worth it. It's useless. Attack 15%. This might be useful for you. Again, I know you guys share different views on this than I do, but I've been proving myself right, I think, to myself. I've been proving myself right to myself. But you guys should know this and see this very clearly. Our game, the global version of the game, is solely focused on physical damage dealers. They get the best things in the game right now. When you get a really good physical damage dealer, if you have one really good unit, they could literally carry you all the way. Very rarely, unless it's a specific event, does a magic dealer carry you all the way through. Like for example, Miley Cyrus. He does a lot of damage to Shadow Bahamut, but when you use his magic on someone else, you're just like, right? If the Dragon Killer effect doesn't kick in, he doesn't really do much more damage. There's other mages out there that are better than him. But anyways, I don't think those other things are going to be worth it. The physical attack 15% might be something you should pick up. It's probably going to be worth your time, all right? Again, it's a pretty steep price, so make sure you plan that out. Alright, the next one here is going to be multitask. If you're going to be using King a lot, you might want to pick this up. It does damage to one enemy and increases the force of normal attacks for the caster for the next turn. It's not bad. Essentially what it does is it's a physical multiplier of 2.1 to one enemy, and it'll increase attack by 200% for the next normal attack to the caster only, right? Which is pretty interesting. So you want to make sure you understand that if you're going to be picking it up, you gotta use the attack. The next one you're gonna have to melee. Otherwise, you're not getting the full extent use of this materia. Next step down is called Siphon Delta. That is for Rem only. Magic damage 0.3 multiplier and MP is drained by 10% to all enemies. Exclusive to Rem. It's an interesting ability. If you do have Rem, my advice is to pick this up. If you are like me, I end up picking up these abilities for the 5-star units almost always because I don't know because you get a rainbow crystal and you could be trolled and get a Rem, right? So at least if you get in this ability, which I think is pretty good, at least pick it up and you'll have it. If you don't think you're gonna need it, then it's all good. You can always use Osmosis or Osmosis Blade, which most people have gotten already in replacement for that. So overall, the materials, just looking at it, I would pick up the first 2 weapons for sure. Pick one of these or whatever you're needing. If you're a if you're a new player, pick both of them up. The MP 15% probably not worth it. Attack 15% I think is worth it, but again, it's a pretty steep hill for those who might be new, so just kind of think through it. These two are interesting. Multitask might be pretty useful for King, but again, think about how your usefulness for him, or if you're going to be using him. Otherwise, you can save yourself 4,000 Phantoma. Siphon Delta I think is an interesting move, and you might want to pick it up for Rem if you have her. Alright, so let's look at these other things. These are all situational, so I'm not going to make a comment on it. All I'm going to say is, if you need remedies, buy them. If you need white potions, buy them. If you need mega ethers, buy them. If you need Phoenix down, buy them. If you need elixirs, buy them. And the reason I'm saying is, these are very cheap. You can buy all of these really quickly early on, and you won't even see the hit in your Phantoma, but you will have these items. Personally, I think the Phoenix down and the mega ether and the elixir are very useful, and you should pick them up every time they're in the King MOG event, but that's just my opinion. And honestly, if you need them, you need them. If you don't get them. Metal Gigantors, you should pick these up and level up your characters so that you can use them for the event. So if you get King or Rem or Sice, you can level them up really quickly and do that. Or if you have other units that are 4-star or 5-star units you've been wanting to level up, this is your chance to pick them up. 10,000 will give you all 100 and you'll be good to go. Alright, now to the goodies. Scream Root and Fine Alchrist are used to create silver rings. Silver rings give you badass loot. If you don't know what badass loot is, you should definitely go look up what silver chests hold in them. You should buy these. I bought them for four or five King MOG events back to back. I was able to make enough silver rings that I don't need to buy these anymore. I still do because I don't know for the future, but you don't really need that many, like 3 or 4 events, and then you're gonna have enough to pretty much unlock all the silver chests you want. With the silver chests, be strategic. Don't waste your keys that are rare on garbage you're not gonna use, that you're just gonna throw away. So pick up like recipes for building things or really good items that are hidden away in like areas. That's the way you should use those. Star Quartz must buy. Right off the bat, the Fat Chocobo takes the Star Quartz and gives you amazing items in return. Every time we get a new King Mog, sorry, not King Mog, Fat Chocobo, we get better and better items. In Mysidia, the one that just came out, you get a really cool hat. It's called like the cat, pink fuzzy cat hat, something like that. It is an amazing item. It gives you 3 attributes that give you resistances. I'll probably post it somewhere on the screen here. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But that item is incredibly amazing and useful. You should be picking up the star quartz every time you can, any event you can, because they're going to be amazing for you to be able to pick up those items that are game changing. These are the kind of things you can put on characters to help you from like preventing from being confused, paralyzed, or picking up black belt to give you counter, healing staff for healing plus light damage, giving you like any of those things, additional items. Again, if you want to know it more in depth, you should definitely look that up for yourself. What can you do with star quartz? Okay, and look for the future too. 4-star, 5-star leveling material as needed, pick them up, but they're pretty cheap. Sacred crystals, if you need them, pick them up. 6-star leveling materials, everybody should pick up the 25 of the weak versions of the event, or what do you call event materials. So you can buy 25 for 160, then after that they're 540. So I always buy these ones just so I have them, and each event sometimes I get new characters, sometimes I don't, so these stack up pretty quickly. Like you can see here, I have 131 of these ones, 88, 66, 96, 73, and how much do I have of these guys? 83. So see there, I try to keep them above 100, and then I'm good. Right, so if you have a lot, like let's say you pull like 5 Rams and you're just killing the event, and buy the rest of these too. Summoning tickets, just like myself in my situation right now, I'm not using my lapis to pull for the character, so I'm getting all of the summoning tickets, and I'm going to use those summoning tickets to try and pull units. If I have 3 or 4 bonus units, I will save the remaining summoning tickets for the next event. Right? If you're doing really well, you should pick up the 1% if you really need them, but otherwise I would definitely 100%, no matter what, pick up the 10% Trust Moogle for 30,000 because it's a must. Now, we're getting a few different things here. We're going to be getting the giant crysts, and we're going to be getting the pure crysts here. So I would pick up the crysts as you need them. So don't go from top down and pick up every single one. If you don't need it, don't buy it. If you have a unit in the future that you want to level up or whatever you're going to be using it, then pick it up. Be very strategic about this because they're expensive. 80,000, and remember you can only get one of these. And these are 30,000 a piece, right? So you're looking at 90,000 for picking up all 3, right? So just be strategic, pick up the ones you really need, and then if you have extra, come back and pick up the other ones as well, all right? So that is my opinion as far as the King Mog event goes. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys are going to be picking up. And as always, my advice to you guys is to make a strategic plan of what you're going to pick up. Otherwise, you're going to be spending your Phantoma on crap you do not need. And as always, in the comment section below, write down, be like, I'm going to do this, and use that as a reference for yourself later on to be like, did I pick up all of these items? It gives you a way to track it. If you don't want to write it down on a piece of paper, you're going to lose it or you can't remember it, write it in the comment section below of this video to help yourself. And you can always reference back to it. Like, I'm not going to be mad. Just be like, hey, Vortie, this is the plan of what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be picking these guys up. And there you go, you made yourself a little list, and then you can follow that. And once you complete your list, you can do one of 2 things. You can not do the event anymore because you don't need anything, and then go farm TMs. Or you can sit down and think, be like, you know what, I have a lot more of the event going on. I'm going to be farming these things as well, right? If you don't write it down, it's going to be very hard to know what you want. So that is my hint for you guys. Again, let me know in the comment section below how you guys are doing. How do you feel about the event and all the goodies? And I will try and stay engaged with you guys as much as I can throughout this weekend. As I've told you, I will be a little bit more busy this weekend, so I'll do my best to try and communicate through my phone. Alright guys, thank you so much for sticking around. If you're new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe button, and stick around for future content. This is Vortie, and I'm out of here. Peace!
I said it.